Hey YouTube, this is Itachi13, aka 13 Dragon Blade, coming at you with Living in the Shadows Part 2. This is another informative video on ninjas to do a revamped version of the first one, nice and short, and also give you some more tips on building the ninja deck that I think is actually quite good. Now, you don't have to take my word for it, but in this video I'm also going to be discussing Dino Ninja decks, and of course, Chaos Dragon Ninja decks, which are actually quite popular. You just need to make sure to run it the right way. Now, of course, we have the very favorite one. This, I would say, is my second favorite next to Hanzo. The rest of them are all pretty much okay. This is basically the Summoner Monk that we have for ninjas. We discard a trap, and we special a ninja. Always this guy, meaning we can get into either Earth Armor, Flame Armor, and another one of him, really. The only thing that Hanzo can't search out would be himself, which that would make him a little bit too broken. Anyways, the basic thing here is actually quite easy. You have 18 beater right here, and he searches out everything, so he's basically like Stratos. We have the Cyber Dragon over here. You special it when there's no monsters on the field, and then we have the one that changes its level. You normal summon it, you bump it up a level, and you exceed for a rank 5. And then, of course, this fine bitch over here. She gets you into everything, really. Red Dragon Ninja is the one that protects your back row. She's a 27 beater. You use her with Super Transformation, which he must search out. And it just lets you explode with your plays. As far as everything else goes, now I'm going to give a very short detour on how most other ninja variant decks go. Because they're not really ninja variants, they're just basically focus on Hanzo, because Hanzo's so good he's at 3, and he can be used in any deck. Again, he searches out Super Transformation, which can be used for the new Sea Serpent decks, that are new Mermails, whatever the case may be. I think that they have some Sea Serpents in there, so I'm pretty sure that you can use it. If not, they're fish, but anyway. Going into the Dino version of it, they have Jirak Guaiba that you usually use for targets. They have Jirak Guaiba, and of course they use the Guaibas to make an overlay for Ivysaur Dolka and Logia, which are actually still quite popular considering that Dino Rabbits did top. So that's why Rabbit got hit to 2 and I got to laugh. That's also why Tour Guide got hit to 2 and I got to laugh. Besides, in my opinion, they needed to go to 2. They were too broken. As for this guy, he's good. He's not broken, but he's broken to an extent of being good. Unless you run him with ninjas, you can't use his other effect anyway, so that's why I run it with it. So not only can I special the White Dragon Ninja, but I'll be able to special him and get a plus off of it. Basically, nobody wants the special Hanzo, because he's only good for normal summoning. I've also seen variants of where they use him with Dragoonides. I've also seen him in variants where they use him for Chaos Dragon. The Chaos Dragon variant is actually quite simple. They get Light Pulsar Dragon, they get Red Eyes, they get Dark Flare with the not the field spell, the trap card. So, this is what makes him so good. He can search out, I need to find it real quick. Sorry for that glare. Those are 3 Ninjutsu Arts of Super Transformation, so it's actually quite good. You use it, you special your normal the Hanzo, you search out for this thing, and you just start getting off the plays. Taking your opponent's monsters, it's fun. It's just a slower version of Super Poly, but it's still very, very good. And then, of course, I need to address it because people kept asking me, what happens when these are in your hand? I did discuss this in my last video, but I'll go more into detail with it. The only real card to avoid getting them back in your hand is this. Sorry for that glare. Magical Mallet is, in a way, a lifesaver, because once you get these in your hand, they're useless. Super Transformation can't get it from the hand or deck, even though I think that would be a little bit better if it said from the hand or deck. But this is why we run this. We use Magical Mallet, and Magical Mallet just helps recycle all of your stuff back into your deck that you do not need, and then it helps you draw cards for it. So why not run it? I would even run it at 2, just because you run... Some people run 3 White Dragon Ninja because they have the variant of using it with Safe Zone, which Safe Zone is a great variant, don't get me wrong, but I'd prefer just using this variant and having this teched in. I just have these in my hand. I'm like, I don't want these freaking things in my hand. I want it in my deck. Well, now I can have it in my deck. So, there you have it. And that basically goes with the main informative side. I already explained the Veilers and stuff in my last video. I don't really want to cover that again. To quickly regard these, because they weren't really touched. We'll go with Summoner Monk first. Summoner Monk is helped make for easy 3 rank 4 plays, like Shark Drake. You can use him for Shockmaster. I mostly use him for Shockmaster because Shockmaster is amazing. You summon this guy, you send a spell to the graveyard, you special Upstart, you send a trap to the graveyard, you special Hanzo, get a plus, you just +2, +3, and then overlay and you make, you know, Shockmaster. Just for the sake of doing it. And to speed up that process, we run the 1 Summoner Monk, you can run 2, and then bump the Upstart down to 1. It really depends on you. I would prefer using Upstart because I can actually make Blade Armor Ninja with that. So, in my opinion, he's always better. I don't really need to explain Spirit Reaper, but I do need to explain Gale because people are still confused why the heck I run this guy. Gale is a level 3 tuner monster that halves. That's not bad, people. And more importantly, this actually gives us space in our extra deck to run Armor Master, which is a great card. And on top of all that, Gale is good. I mean, you can use it with Earth Armor Ninja. You can make it level 8. You can use it with Flame Armor Ninja and make a level 8. It really just depends on your playstyle. I just would prefer having another tuner besides Veiler, of course. And then, of course, the staples of the deck, which would be main staples that every deck runs. My roll token saying hello. And then, again, quickly to really go through the exceeds, you're going to need at least 2 to 3 of that. 2 of this, definitely, because it just helps protect you. And the rest of it is, like I said, completely up to your discretion. However, these I would recommend, because I know that they're going to be quite good, and in my opinion, I think that they're amazing, because they just help this deck have that protection. You have the double Maestro, which is basically a gachi for this deck. It helps protect you in those necessities that you need. It's like, I can't get over that monster, I need something to stall. Well, now you have it. You have 2 of those, and then of course we have the Shockmaster play. So, if you use this first turn, if you have a Summoner Monk and you have a spell that you really don't need, it can just help save your life. As long as you have a spell and trap in your hand first turn, you are guaranteed a Shockmaster. As long as even if they try to Veiler you, the only smart thing to do would be to Veiler the Summoner Monk. So that helps stop your play a little bit, but not a lot. And that's basically what you do. For a first turn play, you can have, if you don't have the Summoner Monk, I would use the Maestro. If you do have the Summoner Monk, go for the Shockmaster. It's not really that hard. And then, of course, the Synchros are completely up to your discretion. The only things that we run in the extra deck, though, are the Armor Master, and, of course, the Scrap Dragon is quite good. Especially at Maestro, you just burn off a material to pop something for free, which, in my opinion, I think is quite good. And, of course, the Armor Master we have for Gale. Anyways, that was Living in the Shadows Part 2. The roll token is the thing of the day. And this is Itachi13, signing out. Hope you enjoyed this video of information.